mind and body, breath and belief. Healing starts deeper than what you can see. Victoria Kennedy, guiding the way, where spirit and science meet every day. Real talk, real tools, helping you align. Welcome to the space where the body meets mind.
Hello everyone, I'm Victoria Kennedy, medium clairvoyant from Los Angeles, California. And on today's episode of Spiritually Influenced, we're going to talk about the mind and exactly what the mind can do and how very powerful it is to be able to persuade others. So let's get into this. Right now in history, more people than ever are waking up to the incredible power of the mind. Mystics have talked about this for centuries, but today it's no longer hidden knowledge. It's pretty much becoming mainstream. Businesses train employees on mindset and mental focus to improve their overall performance. Sales professionals use psychological techniques to influence buying decisions. We've even used terms like brainwashing to describe how repeating messages can shift someone's thinking. Governments, certain religion, organizations have used the same mental strategies during wars and political movements to influence, control, and shape public opinion. The power of the mind can absolutely help us create the life we want. It can move us towards our goals and dreams, but without wisdom and love guiding it, that same power can be used to manipulate, intimidate, or even control others. It can make someone feel small, dependent, or convinced they need another person to make every decision in their life. That's mind control. That's mental coercion. Psychic coercion is, in simple terms, is when someone convinces you that you need them for every answer, every direction, every solution. It creates dependency, and often it costs you emotionally, spiritually, and even financially. You end up giving away your power and your money for something you never truly needed. We become what we constantly think about. So when someone manipulates our thinking, it can threaten our identity, our sense of purpose, or even our self-worth. That's why it's so important not only to learn how to use the power of the mind for good, but also how to protect ourselves from manipulation. The divine present within us, the Christ consciousness within, sets us free. But freedom doesn't happen automatically. It requires awareness. It requires responsibility. Each of us must learn how to direct our own thoughts in clarity and intention. The mind is powerful beyond measure, and most of us, including myself, have barely scratched the surface of what it can do. I've spoken about free will. And we have free will, which is the ability to choose, that power to decide. That is part of our divine nature. Through our will, we direct our thoughts and actions. Through our will, we determine how we use our mental power. This is what makes human beings different from plants and animals. We don't just react to our environment, we can consciously shape it. We can step back, observe, and choose. We can balance objectivity and subjectivity. Think about a stream of water flowing over a rock for thousands of years. The water slowly carves a groove, eventually forming a canyon. The rock, it can't move. It obviously cannot defend itself. It is completely subject to its environment. That's subjectivity. Everything in existence, whether spirit, mind, or matter, is made of the same divine substance. But not everything expresses intelligence the same way. A rock may have awareness on some level, but it does not exercise will the way humans do. It cannot choose differently. It cannot redirect itself. However, we can. Over time, humanity has learned to master its environment through will and creativity. Our ancestors made clothing and shelters to survive harsh winters. They discovered fire to cook food and to stay warm. They created tools and weapons for protection. The invention of the wheel led to carts, wagons, and eventually automobiles. Today we cross continents in hours by airplanes. They studied gravity and created elevators and escalators. They imagined flight and built machines that soar. Think about the untapped potentials our ancestors once had that they didn't even realize was inside of them. Yet look at what they accomplished. So what comes next? The next frontier is the conscious use of the human will. There have long been claims that focus, intention can influence physical matter. In the 1930s, there was reports of people attempting to shape clouds through directed thought. Later, an Israel psychic, Uri Geller, became famous for demonstrations where he appeared to bend spoons and affect watches through focused intention. Whether one believes these demonstrations or not, they sparked a larger conversation about the power of belief and directed will. The deeper message is this: belief influences experience. Conviction shapes outcomes. When people truly believe in their ability to focus and direct their minds, something changes deep within them. So, how does this actually work? Well, I'm going to tell you. There are 4 steps. The first step is visualizing. You must imagine the outcome clearly. See yourself doing it, then see it already done. The clearer the mental image, the stronger the direction you send to your subconscious mind. The second step is decision. It's one thing to think something is possible, but it's another to decide it will happen. A decisive decision leaves no backup plans. There's no quiet escape routes. When you fully commit, your subconscious begins aligning your energy, behavior, and perception towards that outcome. When alternatives disappear, your focus will begin to sharpen. Third step is concentration. Concentration is not strain. It's not tension. It's the ability to focus calmly. It is centering your attention fully on your goal. It means removing all doubt. It means not obsessing, but staying aligned. When your attention is steady and undivided, your subconscious works without interference. And finally, the very last step is command. After you have fully visualized clearly, made a firm decision, and centered your focus, you speak with authority. After you have visualized clearly, made a firm decision, and centered your focus, you speak with authority. You command the outcome, not from anger, not from fear, but from certainty and love. You can command your body to relax. You can command yourself to break a habit. You can decide that a problem no longer defines who you are. When the mind is fully aligned, it responds. A clear, loving command is also a very powerful form of prayer. So what are you waiting for? Give it a try. Let me know how it goes. And if you ever have any questions or comments, if you go to my webpage, vkennedy.com, all of my handles to all my social media platforms are on there, and you're more than welcome to send me a private message. And again, as always, thank you for listening to Spiritually Influenced. Until next time, stay well, stay blessed, and stay grounded.
Carry the wisdom, take it inside. Every small step is part of the climb. Honor the journey, trust what you find. The answers live where truth aligns.